Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Talk Emma, the podcast where we help you speak real English, confident English, every single day. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jack. Hello, everyone. So happy to be here today.
And today, something that is going to completely change how you think about speaking English.
Not a grammar rule, not a tense table, not a vocabulary list with 500 words.
Just 9 verbs, 9 small verbs that fluent speakers use constantly in every conversation, every situation, every single day.
And by the end of today, you will know exactly which 9, how they work, and how to start using them right now to speak more fluently, more naturally, more confidently.
And before we start, please subscribe to Talk Emma. New episode every single day. Share this with one friend who wants to finally speak English fluently.
Okay, let's go. Emma, how are you doing today?
Really well, actually. I have been making plans for the weekend.
Oh, nice. What are you doing?
Sophia is coming to visit, so we are going to have dinner together. I need to make a reservation at that new restaurant near the park.
Oh, I've heard great things about that place. Did you get a chance to look at the menu?
Not yet. I keep putting it off. I need to take care of it today.
Classic Emma, always putting things off until the last minute.
I know. Okay, I will do it after this episode, I promise.
Good, make sure you do.
Jack, did you notice something just now?
What?
Making plans, have dinner, make a reservation, get a chance, putting it off, take care of it, do it.
Oh, we used loads of combinations without even thinking about it.
And every single one used one of just 9 verbs.
9 verbs, covering everything we just said.
And that is today's topic. Okay, Jack, let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
When you're in a conversation and you want to say something, what happens in your brain?
Honestly, I think of the idea first, then I search for the right words, then I check the grammar, then I speak.
How long does that take?
Sometimes too long, and by the time I'm ready, the conversation has moved on.
Exactly, and that's the problem most learners face. Not lack of vocabulary, not bad grammar.
Too much time searching.
And fluent speakers, they do not search, they retrieve.
What's the difference?
Searching, your brain scans, evaluates, selects, constructs. 4 steps, 2 seconds.
And the moment is gone.
But retrieving, your brain just reaches for one ready-made piece, one chunk, already built, already waiting.
Instant, no construction required.
And that is why these 9 verbs change everything.
Because they create hundreds of ready-made chunks.
Chunks that fluent speakers have stored and retrieve instantly in any situation.
So fluency is not about knowing more verbs.
It's about knowing these 9 deeply in combination as ready-made chunks.
And once you have them, your English just flows.
Always, without searching, without freezing, without translating.
Let's learn them.
Group 1, make and do, the most confused pair in English.
And the confusion disappears the moment you stop trying to translate them.
Because in many languages, there's just one word for both, but in English, they have completely different jobs.
Make is about outcomes, things you create, things you produce.
Think about it this way. When you make something, something new exists that didn't exist before.
For example, I need to make a decision. You're producing a decision, creating it.
Or, she made a great point in the meeting. That point came from her. She produced it.
Or try saying, we are making real progress. Progress is being created, moving forward.
Or, he made a mistake. The mistake was produced. It came from him.
And in daily conversation, make combinations come up constantly. Make a plan when organizing something. Make dinner when cooking for someone. Make an effort when trying harder.
All creating, all producing, all make.
And do is about activities, things you perform, things you carry out.
Like, I need to do some research, performing a task. Or, she did her best, she performed at her highest level.
Or something like, can you do me a favor? Perform something for me. Or, I have so much to do today, so many tasks to perform.
And in daily conversation, do combinations, do the dishes when cleaning up, do some shopping when buying things, do damage when something causes harm.
All performing, all executing, all do.
And now, Jack, I want to show everyone why knowing these chunks makes you fluent.
Go ahead.
Imagine someone asks you, have you thought about the project? Without chunks, your brain searches. Yes, I was thinking about the project.
Too slow, too hesitant.
But with chunks ready, you just reach. Yes, I've been making progress. I just need to make a few more decisions, and then I can do a full review.
3 chunks. Instant, natural, confident.
Making progress, make decisions, do a review.
All retrieved, not built.
That's the difference.
Can I tell you something embarrassing?
Always.
Last year, someone asked me, did you do a mistake or make a mistake? And I stood there for 10 seconds thinking, which one? Which one?
And?
I said, I did a mistake. Completely wrong.
Oh, Jack.
I know. But now, make a mistake always, instantly, no thinking.
Because you stored it as one chunk.
Exactly.
And group 2, take and get. And these very different feelings.
Take deliberate action when you choose to do something intentionally.
For example, I need to take a break. I am choosing to stop, deliberately. Or she took a risk. She chose to risk something on purpose.
Or try saying, he took responsibility. He chose to own it. Or let's take a different approach. We are choosing a new direction.
And in daily conversation, take chunks, take care of it. When handling something important, take your time. When telling someone not to rush, take a chance. When encouraging someone to try, take notes. When writing things down in a meeting or class.
All deliberate, all chosen, all take.
And get is about change. Something shifts. A situation moves from one state to another.
Like, I am getting better at this. Changing, improving. Or she got tired halfway through. Her state changed.
Or something like, we finally got results. Results arrived. Something shifted. Or he got home late. Location changed.
And get is the most powerful verb on this entire list.
Researchers estimate get appears in over 400 different combinations in English.
400 situations, one verb.
And in daily conversation, get chunks, get started when beginning something, get back to you when you need time to answer, get along with when talking about relationships, get over it when moving past something difficult, get used to when something becomes familiar.
All change, all movement, all get.
And why does knowing these make you fluent?
Because instead of thinking, I want to say things are improving and results are coming,
You just reach, we're getting better results and things are getting back on track.
2 get chunks, instant, natural, flowing.
Retrieved, not built.
Always.
And group 3, have and give.
And have, most people think possession only. I have a car. I have a house.
But have is so much more than possession. Have is the verb of experience.
For example, let's have a conversation about this, experiencing a conversation together. Or she had a great time. She experienced something enjoyable.
Or try saying, can I have a look? Can I experience seeing this? Or we had a long discussion. We experienced that discussion.
And in daily conversation, have chunks. Have a meeting when gathering together to discuss things. Have a coffee when drinking coffee with someone. Have a go when trying something new. Have concerns when something is worrying you. Have a word with someone when speaking to someone briefly about something.
All experiences, all have. And give is about interaction, contributing something to someone else.
Like, can you give me some feedback? Or she gave a brilliant presentation.
Or something like, give me a call later, or give it a go. And in daily conversation, give chunks, give someone a chance when offering an opportunity. Give feedback when sharing your thoughts on something. Give someone the green light when officially approving something. Give someone a break when asking someone to stop criticizing.
All interaction, all contribution, all give.
And why does this create fluency?
Because instead of, I want to say, can we experience a conversation about this?
Nobody says that.
Exactly. You just reach, can we have a quick conversation? I want to give you some feedback.
2 chunks, 1 sentence, instant.
Have a conversation, give feedback.
Retrieved, natural, fluent. And the last group, put, set, go. These 3 confuse people most.
Because they all feel like they do the same thing, but they do not. Each one has a very specific job.
Put, placing something, moving something into a position. For example, can you put this in perspective? Place it in context. Help me see it clearly. Or, she put a lot of effort into it. She placed effort there.
Or try saying, let's put together a plan, placing pieces together. Or he put his ideas on the table, placed them there, made them visible.
And in daily conversation, put chunks, put pressure on someone when pushing someone to do something, put something off when delaying something, put someone at ease when making someone feel relaxed.
All placing, all positioning, all put.
And set, establishing, creating conditions for something to happen. Like, let's set a date, establishing when something will happen. Or, she set very high standards, she established them. Or something like, we need to set clear goals, establish them, make them exist. Or, he set the tone for the whole meeting, established the atmosphere.
And in daily conversation, set chunks, set a deadline when establishing when something must be finished. Set expectations when making clear what you want or need. Set things in motion when starting a process.
All establishing, all creating conditions, all set. And go is movement, change, direction.
For instance, things are going well, moving in a good direction. Or let's go over the details, move through them, review them.
Or go ahead, move forward, continue. Or something went wrong, things moved in the wrong direction.
And in daily conversation, go chunks, go over something when reviewing or checking something. Go from there when continuing after a starting point. Go wrong when something doesn't work as planned. Go ahead when giving permission to continue.
And the beautiful difference between all 3, before the meeting, you set the agenda, you establish it.
During the meeting, you go over the points, you move through them.
After the meeting, you put together a plan, you place the pieces together.
Put, set, go. 3 verbs, 3 completely different jobs, 1 meeting.
And once you feel that difference,
You will never confuse them again.
now, the big question, how do you make all these chunks yours so they are ready when you need them?
Because knowing about chunks is not the same as having them ready.
Exactly. And there are 3 steps. Simple, practical, starting today.
Spot it, store it, speak it.
Spot it, find chunks in real English, a podcast, a film, a conversation. When you hear, let's go over the details, stop. That is a chunk. Spot it.
Do not listen for words you do not know. Listen for combinations you recognize but have not made yours yet.
Store it, write down the exact combination as one unit, not separate words, not go, over, details separately, but go over the details together as one piece.
Because your brain stores chunks as one unit and retrieves them as one unit.
Speak it, say the chunk out loud before you need it, before the real conversation.
Think about conversations you have regularly, at work, with friends, at a shop, and practice the chunks you will need out loud today, tonight.
Like, if you have a meeting tomorrow, say out loud tonight, let me make a point here. Can we go over that again? Let's set a deadline and go from there.
And when the moment arrives tomorrow,
Your mouth already knows the words. Your brain doesn't have to search.
you just reach and speak.
Spot it, store it, speak it.
Every chunk you move through those 3 steps,
Is one less thing your brain has to build from scratch.
one less moment of freezing,
One less gap between your ideas and your words.
until one day there's no gap at all.
That's fluency.
Now one complete natural conversation, all 9 verbs, all natural, the way fluent speakers actually talk.
2 colleagues, Monday morning, planning the week.
Emma, did you get a chance to go over the report?
I did. I went over it yesterday. We're making good progress, but I want to make a point about the budget.
Good. Should we set a meeting with the team this week to go over everything?
Yes, let's do that. Can you take care of sending the invitations?
Of course. I'll get on that straight away. What about the client presentation?
I've been putting it off. I need to get started today.
Do you need help? I can give you a hand with the slides.
That would be great. Let's have a quick coffee first and then go from there.
Perfect. And should we set a deadline for the final version?
Yes, let's set Friday as the deadline. That gives us enough time to put everything together properly.
Works for me. Right, let's get started.
And did everyone hear the chunks? 9 verbs, 17 chunks, 1 Monday morning conversation.
And nothing felt heavy, nothing felt forced.
Just 2 colleagues talking, and 9 verbs doing everything.
Because that's what these verbs do. They carry the conversation, so you don't have to search.
You just reach and speak.
Before we finish, I want to say something.
Say it.
Most learners spend years adding more verbs to their list, more complex, more precise, more sophisticated.
But the research says something very different.
Master these 9 in combination, and you unlock more of the language than any vocabulary list ever will.
9 verbs, hundreds of chunks, almost any situation in English covered. And the beautiful thing,
You already know all 9 words.
you always knew them.
But now you know their combinations, their chunks, their power.
Spot the chunks in real English, store them as one unit, and speak them out loud before you need them.
And the next time you're in a conversation,
You won't freeze, you won't search, you won't translate.
you'll just reach.
Let me make a point here. Can we go over that again? Let's set a time and go from there.
9 verbs, all yours, for every conversation, every situation, every day.
Starting today. If today's episode changed how you think about English fluency,
Please like this video.
subscribe to Talk Emma,
Share this with one friend who wants to finally speak English fluently.
and leave us a comment. Which chunk from today are you going to spot, store, and speak first? Or write one natural sentence using any combination from today.
We read every single comment, every one.
Thank you for being here. See you in the next episode. Until then.
Keep talking, keep learning, and keep growing. Bye, everyone.